Are you having trouble picking a faction to spend those profit orbs on? If so, look no further, because I'm going to go over each faction and explain how you can get the most out of the profit tree at any stage in the game. Before we dive into the factions, I want to quickly explain the profit tree strategy at two stages in Idle Heroes. First, we have early game. This is where you do not have a full 6-star squad or are not close to it. Second is late game, where you have a full 6-star squad or above. For early game, you should spend those profit orbs on one of the top factions I am going to explain in this video, and use the Prophet's Blessing with those same factions to trade heroes you don't want for a chance to get something you do. Late game, I would recommend only spending your profit orbs on the light/dark heroes that are extremely powerful late game if you can awaken them. Then, use the Prophet's Blessing to try and swap heroes for awakening material. Do note that you have a significantly lower chance of getting a 5-star light or dark hero, and an even smaller chance of that hero being worth it. That is why I recommend waiting until late game to start trying your luck. The Forest faction is one of the worst to spend your profit orbs on, in my opinion. The only 3 heroes worth getting are Demon Hunter, Gru, and Rosa, with another 3 heroes, Starlight, Edga, and Vesa, that aren't great but aren't bad either. If there is a certain forest hero you need or want, I would recommend only using Prophet's Blessing to try and swap a 5-star fodder hero for it. Fortress is the best faction to summon or swap heroes in the sense that you have the highest probability of getting a top tier summon. You also have a wide variety of hero roles you might get, including Priest, Warrior, Ranger, and Mage. All heroes shown, Oramus, Flamestrike, Iceblink, Sigmund, and Mickey, are all great for endgame. I would recommend using those profit orbs on Fortress until you have at least 2 of the listed heroes. Shadow, while not the best faction, is another great option to spend your profit orbs or blessing on if you are looking for a high DPS mage or assassin. Aiden, Bloodblade, and Walter are all great additions to your team, and I would recommend trying to get at least one of those 3 after you are all fortressed out. Again, you should only spend profit orbs here if you are in early game and have 1 or 2 Fortress A-team heroes. Abyss is another good option for early game spending of profit orbs and blessing that is somewhat comparable to Shadow. Whereas Shadow had mainly DPS heroes, Abyss gives you a higher chance of getting a solid tank or off tank. Thus, I would choose Shadow if you want endgame DPS, or Abyss if you need an early game tank/off tank badly, say Baria, Dantillion, or Lord Balrog. Last but not least, we have Light and Dark, which is where you are going to want to spend all of your profit orbs late game, then use your Prophet's Blessing at other factions. Light and Dark have some extremely powerful late game heroes that can be seen here. The challenge is, you only have a 4% chance to get a 5-star hero from a summon, and an even smaller chance of getting a high tier 5-star hero. It is less of a gamble and more of an investment if you want to be competitive in late game. Just to be clear, as an early game player, I would completely avoid light and dark summons just because of the extremely low probability of getting a useful 5-star hero. In summary, for early game, here are the faction rankings that give you the highest probability of getting a high tier 5-star hero with profit orbs or blessing. Coming in at first, we have Fortress, which provides multiple roles of high tier 5-star heroes. Next, we have Shadow, which is mainly high DPS mage and assassins. Third, we have Abyss, which has decent tank or off tanks. Lastly, we have Forest. I would not spend any Prophet Orbs here, only Prophet's Blessing. For late game, make sure to spend all your Prophet Orbs on light and dark heroes, then use the early game top factions for your Prophet's Blessing, unless you are trying to get a specific hero.